EU friendly stream. Ayo chat. How we all doing? What up, Bodhi, Jarhu, XY, Charlie, Farbos, Leo, Ty, Rebecca? How are we all doing? Where is... There it is. Ayo. One extra part of the setup has been complete. You might notice the wall behind me is very, very subtly changing colors. Because of how early it is, I do not have control over the light that comes in through the window, so it's not very visible, but hopefully when I stream at night, it will be a little more visible. Look like back here and you'll see some colors changing. What up, Saphir? What up, Warner? How are we all doing? What up, Eclipse? Finally, it's not a Photoshop thumbnail. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that just insane? The Vulp. Real, true, and full of tap as ever. Full of tap as ever. The mic is a bit loud over here. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. Yo, what up, James? New setup. Indeed. Yep, mine does tap. Which... I mean, the tap isn't that bad. It was a lot worse the other day. It will go into my full review. It doesn't mean that I dislike the Vulp. It doesn't mean I'm going to give it a bad review, because at the end of the day, the $260 Nautilus is a lot different than the $60 Vulp having tap. And also, Will gives you extra bushings in the hope that you can tune them. So, for all the people that said, oh, you should have just tuned your Nautilus. No, because that could have made it worse. Whereas with this, I have a backup set that I can actually learn how to tune bushings on. All of that is going to go into the review. Does the Vulp have more tap than your old Naut? I would say so. Although the blade rub on the old Naut was a lot worse. Mad that it takes me half an hour to take it apart and put it back together, so I couldn't tune it even if I wanted to. I'm going to try that and give you my thoughts on that eventually, because I do want to tune these bushings. What up, Splix? Sorry about the live last night, my friend. You're good, Sasha. Yeah, so the Vulp is here. The Vulp exists. You may have also seen, if you could give me 1 second, I should have had this prepared if I wanted to talk about it. You may have also seen a certain special someone near and dear to the stream. That is annoying. Hello? There we go. Someone near and dear to the stream has also received a Vulp. Go follow Farbos on Instagram and like this post. Thank you very... Ow, thank you very much. Fuck. Bottle opener. The bottle opener is deadly. Ethan pays his mods. Not all of them, but the one that actually does a lot of work for me, yes. So yeah, Farbos has a Vulp now. His second balisong. Excited to see his collection possibly continue to grow. Maybe? Ayo Farbos? It's so much weirder than the... It's weirder than the ant. Define weirder for me. We also have a newly updated FAQ to go with the new setup on the stream. The new setup is not complete, as you can tell from the audio, and also the fact that the sign is not back up. So I'm not doing the decorating stream yet. I'm also not going to make a new splash screen until that is fully set up. Next weekend, I think we will have the new microphone, or the old microphone back. We will have the sign up and all that stuff. The ant is a lot smoother and round, not to mention channel versus sandwich. So by weird, you just mean you're not used to everything about it that's different than the ant. Watching on the TV. Ooh, nice, Beta Wolf. That's awesome. The Vulp has two versions? Yeah, the Vulp has two versions. You've got the bottle opener version and the non-bottle opener version. What's the ant? The Antarctic. Farbos' only other current balisong. Somebody asked me which I like more. I could not answer. It feels like comparing apples to oranges. Pretty much. You're talking about the only like similarity between the Antarctic and the Vulp is that they're both aluminum and they're both neutral. This is, mate, hold on. There we go. Ow! That's the problem with standing your balisongs up. As soon as you knock the desk, it'll fall over on you. Really happy right now? Glad to hear it, Sasha. It's awesome. First impressions of the Vulp. It easily takes my number 3 spot on my trainer list. Easily. It's light and it's neutral in a really good way that the Kraken trainer, the Prysma, and even the Vortex don't have. The Nemesis still reigns supreme. I still think the Prysma is better, but this goes above the Vortex maybe for me. I'm still thinking about that. But it flips really nice. I think it flips better than a Mako or a Triton from what I remember of those two. And it punches way above its weight class. It's super sick. What up, Judah? Prysma versus Marin Light. I can't give any opinions on that because I've never used a Marin Light. Yeah, the Vulp, it's not that the Antarctic is bad, it's that the Vulp just punches way above its weight class and flipping experience. The tolerances are where you pay for it. Because it has a lot of play and a lot of tap and all that stuff, and it's tough to take apart, but the flipping experience alone punches way, way, way above its weight class. You have a 7.4 ounce balisong? What are you flipping? What's that bally satchel you use for carrying? The bally satchel? Flipping alone, what would a fair price you'd pay for it? I think this is a $120 balisong. Would I, if someone came to me and said I can spend $150 on a balisong, would I recommend this over the Arctic and the Prysma? Probably not. In fact, I probably do like the Arctic a little better, despite the fact that I said this was my 3rd favorite. But it's really good. I think under 120, this is the best thing you could buy. This is the play, by the way. It's not bad by any means, but it's also not great. What up, Zilson? You got a knot. Ooh, interesting. Does it have channel widening? The Vulp? I don't... Oh yeah. The channel widens out. You can see right there, if the light catches it right. Channel widens out a little bit. I'm going to conclude the Fargos Prysma saga with this important note. Okay, I can't do the bit forever. Is the jimping on the Vulp good? The Vulp has one of the best implementations of jimping I've ever felt. I too much enjoy the different feels of both balisongs. That's completely fair, Barbos. The Antarctic, quite honestly, is one of the best balisongs you can buy for that price point. So, I think it's definitely something you want to keep in your collection, especially considering it's your first balisong. Thinking of buying the Vulp, but the drops run out quick. The drops won't run out quick in the future. The idea is to get this thing available whenever you want to buy it. In fact, speaking of the jimping on the Vulp, I did learn like a fan into ladder thing. If I can do it on camera. Shit. I was just doing it earlier perfectly. There we go. I don't even know if that was on camera. Who cares? What do you use to carry your ballies? This. Vault case. Although, if we're talking, like, just carrying them, EDCing them, I have a machine-wise pouch right here. The bally goes in the machine-wise pouch and then into my bag. Here. Let me do it back here, if my headphones will let me reach. Shit. There we go. Is that any bonds behind you? I think so. I think it is. Yeah, it is. I made a homemade box out of cardboard and foam. Cool. Cool, dog. Oh, it's an audio rant. I'll watch it later, Ty. I'm not a guitar guy, Murphy. I do not know how to pronounce it, nor do I barely know how to play it, but it's there, and I can do some things with it. Ibanez. Ibanez. Alright, Kiefer, have a good one, dude. It is going to be a short stream today, guys. I do apologize for that, but I need to go eat and do a bunch of other stuff today. But I figured I had some extra time, so I would throw a stream on so that people would stop complaining that I'm not streaming, even though I streamed once this week already. And we can finally talk about the Vulp. The most, spoilers for the review, the most important balisong in under $200. Not $200, sorry, $150. Judah, just because you congratulations, Judah. You are 99% of the population. Do you want a gold medal? That's like saying, hey, police, I didn't break the law. Okay, thank you. You did what a normal human should do. Alright, dude, have a good one. You know how to tune bushings to have better tolerances? Sandpaper, figure 8. There's a whole guide on the Vulp's website, or in the Vulp's manual, maybe. If you have a Vulp. If not, go on the Vulp's website, see if there's anything like that. And yeah, sandpaper, figure 8s, check the tolerances, sandpaper, figure 8s, check the tolerances. It's a very tedious process. The Vulp also does have a slight ring to it. It's no Nemesis ring. It's no Nemesis ring, but it has a slight ring to it, which is interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about that. 1,000 to 2,000 grit sandpaper on a flat surface. Rub one side of bushing around on sandpaper for a couple passes. Assemble and test. Rinse and repeat. Yes, sir. Also, I'm not sure why, but the Vulp's pivots get extraordinarily dirty. For Himothy, for the price, it's a 9. Overall, it's like a 7.5 or an 8. Or be Solaire and get a rep fully tuned in 15 minutes. Yep. Solaire knows his reps. I need to find... I have sandpaper somewhere. I need to find it, because I want to tune these bushings. I just don't know what grit it is, so... What do you rate the Vulp versus the Arctic on a scale from 1 to 10? Like, where do you place each one on the 2? If the Vulp is a 7, then the Arctic is an 8. The Arctic, I think, is better. It has better tolerances and just an overall better feel in the hand. But they are very, like, what the Vulp lacks in quality of materials and quality of build, it makes up for in flipping experience. See, I was gonna say the opposite, Ty. I think the Arctic is built better and designed a little better. And not designed, like, in appearance. I mean, like, design of like the roundness of the handles and like the thickness of the handles and the way that the blade is and the crown spine. The build I think is better on the Arctic. I think the Vulp flips slightly better. Just because it's a little more neutral. Although that's me saying that, having not flipped the Arctic in a few days. So let me... I take it back, the Arctic flips a little better. I am biased because the Arctic was the first thing that I ever learned on and was my first balisong. And I do like a little bit of handle bias. But we're comparing two very good things. The grip on the Vulp is perfect, I agree with you on it. But I still think the Arctic has the edge. The Arctic is better built, flips slightly better, and is more comfortable overall. Dude, I still love the Arctic. Are you kidding me? The Arctic is so good. I fucking love. I need to put that tape flipper fucking down. Yeah. They're both really good. They're both really good. All the Vulp colors flip differently? No, they do not. They're the same. Anodization does not change the way that something flips. What color Tay flipper do you think I should get? I've always been partial to Tay's purple and gold, but his blue is also really good, and his green is really interesting. I added some grip on the side? Yes. Comparing it to the Arctic, it's very grippy, but I still think there could have been something added right here for grip, and then it would have been perfect. You think getting the Arctic after the Vulp would be a good decision? I do, yes. Or a Prysma, or a Vortex. Any of those three that are in like the similar price range are really good. If you want to go into higher price ranges, the Kraken trainer is really good, and the Antarctic is also good. But yeah, I think the Arctic is a solid pickup if you have the Vulp and you like it, because it's different. They're different balisongs. Plan on getting one of the black bladed Tay flippers with a turquoise safe handle, red bite handle, and white channel spacers. Yeah. Yeah, Tay can do that. I think you might have to pay a little extra for the spacers, but... What up, maybe? First black Vulp shipped, then pink, and now finally green. What do you mean by that? With adding grip on the side of the handle, it's hard to get an original design because the Kraken has a single line. You don't need to originally design something crazy on the side. It's just like jimping. All jimping is more or less the same. It's just a difference of how much you space out the jimping and how far it goes up the handles. But like, you don't have to design original jimping. Similarly, I don't think you need to design original grip on the side. I think if they did the 2 lines that BB Firefly did, that would be really cool. Or just a single line. Vulp versus Nautilus in terms of satisfaction and flippability. I think the Vulp wins for me personally. I'm not saying that the Vulp is better than the Nautilus, so please don't come at me. But in terms of my overall experience, I was way more excited to receive my Vulp, and I was way more satisfied with my purchase of the Vulp than I was of the Nautilus. Then it feels like copying. Here's the thing. A singular line down the side of your handle is not like some crazy proprietary thing. Squid is not some godsend genius for designing a single line on the side of their blade. The more intricate your design gets, the more it feels like copying when you copy it. But for a single line, you can't really trademark that, you know? It's just a line. One of my biggest mistakes is hiding how, one of my biggest mistakes on YouTube is hiding how I really was slightly disappointed with the unboxing of the Nautilus. The fact that the handle binded up, the fact that it had a really wide handle gap and then it didn't, the fact that it like just didn't flip. It flipped good, but it wasn't like, oh, this is crazy, and it just felt cheap. All of that I kept quiet about in the Nautilus video. I was thinking it in my head, but I was like, I don't really want to say anything bad about the Nautilus because it's the freaking Nautilus. And if I could go back and change one thing, I would change that. I would say, I'm somewhat I think I was also trying to convince myself that it was a good purchase because I didn't want to buy something for almost $300 and then be disappointed in it. I've been flipping for 2 weeks. I know shortstop, blender transfers, and the Van Gogh. What do you think? What am I supposed to think? Everyone progresses at different rates. Congratulations, and welcome to the flipping community. Hope you enjoy your stay. Squid when they invent a single line. It's an original design now, exactly. I think it's just because it's a bit newer to have lines on the side. I don't think it is newer, is it? Technically, sandwich designs have had lines down the side of the handle since sandwich designs were made. It's not that the Vulp is better, it's just I hate the Nautilus with a passion. It's a good way of describing it. Very early stream DGW. I had some extra time, so I figured I would hop on. Now, here's what I want to ask you, chat. Do you think the Vulp, in all of its $60 glory, eliminates the ability, or eliminates the argument to buy clones? Not to buy, okay, I should have worded that a bit differently. Eliminates the argument that balisongs are too expensive, so I'm gonna buy a clone because it's a cheap, good balisong. You know what I mean? You ever get to flip a BM51? Is that the Benchmade? If that's a Benchmade that's small and has G10 scales, then yes. I personally think the Vulp... Why aren't you selling your Nautilus? I don't even own my Nautilus anymore. It is long gone. Clones are good even if they are stolen design. Yeah, the Nautilus has been gone for months now. Yo, what up, Dapper? I think personally, I mean, there's still other arguments. I concede there's other arguments to buying clones. But if someone says, I'm gonna buy a clone because it's the only good, cheap balisong, I think that isn't really a valid argument anymore, especially with the Morse. Much as I hate to say it, the Falcon and the Alien, the Vulp, soon to be the Wave. I lean closer to the idea that you should only buy clones of discontinued products. But there should be something a bit cheaper than the Vulp for someone brand new. I mean, you got like the Squiddies and all that. And the Falcon and the Alien. But I am of the opinion that you can buy whatever the fuck you want without other people judging you. But for me personally, my personal values go against cloning mostly. I do agree that it is ethically a little more gray to buy a discontinued product. But I also feel like I would never buy a clone of a discontinued product. Like, I'd never buy a clone of a Benchmade 51, even though I really like the 51, because it isn't the real deal. And it feels so much more authentic, for me personally, to use something that is the real deal. Vulp right now is still pretty unattainable for a beginner. They will fix that when it becomes widely available, which it will. They will be much more accessible than they currently are. Every Vulp that gets sold is someone else who's not going to buy another one immediately as they drop. Sure, you have people who are going to buy 2 or 3. But for the most part, people are going to buy 1 Vulp and then they're done. So every Vulp that gets sold is one less customer vying for those drops. So eventually, just like the Prysma, they will get to a point where they are attainable each time they drop. Or, as Will wants, they are always available. Though the Morse added jimping, I think it's too late to add jimping. No, it's just that they have a shitty jimping implementation. They have 3 lines going down the side of the handle. That is it. That's not jimping. That's like a design decision. Do a review of the Vulp? I will. It's just going to take a little bit. 3? From the picture that I saw, yeah, 3. Bring up a... Oh, I have to be careful showing Amazon because I'm actually logged in now. That's not jimping. Now granted, there are 6 lines over here, but still. What is this? It doesn't even extend to the end of the hand. I just don't think that that really works. The Vulp serves as an introduction to the community. The Vulp serves as one of the first quality introductions to the community. The Squiddy has always been the introduction to the community, but I don't think it's something that really gets across the full experience of flipping. You can buy a Squiddy all you want, and I love the Squiddies, but I think you're kidding yourself if you say that a Squiddy is going to give you a satisfying flipping experience that is equivalent to that of a good metal trainer. You know what I mean? Someone who picked up a Squiddy before is never going to get the full experience. So if they stop, that's all they think that flipping is just some plastic light trainer. Whereas the Vulp, I feel like, is getting really close to that full experience. Right? What up, Dicigo? Why is your channel called Camaro EE? It is an old name that I had in Minecraft when I was 10 and it stuck. A Squiddy is just a preview. It's like watching a trailer for a movie, I guess you could say. And then not seeing the movie and being like, oh, that looks like a good movie, when it turns out to be a shitty movie. I feel like the Squiddy should always be a second balisong from a quality metal one. I disagree. I think you can start out with the Squiddy. I am biased because I did start out with a Squiddy B. But you should always buy a metal trainer. Found time to do a review of the $20 The One Arrow because my roommate went out somewhere. Nice, Icicle. What do you think of Brandon's spider knife? Of Brandon's spider knife? Brandon... No, Will owns the spider. No, they don't even own the spider knife anymore. They gave it away to a patron. Oh, also, while I have you all here, anyone who's looking for the Chaplain video, waiting until I have a new microphone, waiting for a cut I have on my index finger to heal, and I'm also waiting for the soreness from, I've been working out again at the gym here. I'm gonna wait for the soreness to go down before I do that. How's the hardware on the Vulp? It's not the best. It's not the best. I think mine's gonna strip any minute now, but it works. Patreon is a subscription. You can make it a one-time payment, I believe. I think you can pay like for the whole year, but it is still an annual payment at that. All I can say about the Vulp is that thankfully it comes with replacement hardware. What's your opinion on it? It's good. Very good. I'm not going to give too many opinions because that's what a review is for, but it is. I like it so far. What would you compare it to? You compare it to? Honestly, probably a Mako. Yeah, probably a Mako. Would you play the guitar in any video? Only if I learned it well enough to actually be able to play a song. But probably not, because this community is very judgmental for no reason. And when I'm picking up a hobby for my own self-betterment and self-enjoyment, the last thing I want is to post it to you judgmental fucks, and then have everyone tear me down and say that they're better and blah blah blah. Not that I care, mind you. I do not fucking care. But it's just not worth the energy of recording a clip for people that aren't going to like the clip. You know? No. The squid will never put the bushings into the Mako. Maybe the squid trainer, but the problem with that is that the price would go up. And if the Mako's price goes up, it would probably go up to like 160, and then it's like the Mako isn't really worth it at that price point because it has really bad blade steel, and just there are better things at that price point. So the Triton and the Mako specifically have to stay on washers to stay at the price point they're at to even remain a viable option. Would you buy the AliExpress Fior trainer? The clone? No, I would never buy a clone. Squid knives look really good for just washers. I agree. The Mako's stellar. The Triton is good, but I'm not a huge fan of it. The Squid Trainer is also good, but I'm gonna sell mine next time I go home. And I think the Mako is really good though. For being on washers, flipping experience aside, Squid's tolerances are fantastic. Although I still think that a bushing mod on a used Squid Trainer is the best way to go. Indeed, Farbos. Indeed, it is the Farbos song. Well, not anymore. What up, RNG? Where do people even get bushing mods on... Why would you want a bushing mod on a Squiddy? That wouldn't do anything. But Squid Trainers, there's modders on Instagram that'll put bushings in for you. Static Knives. Go check him out. Don't you have carpet to dull the knife drops? Yeah. Yeah, I have carpet. It's actually pretty padding, pretty padded carpet. So my knives aren't going to get too much damage if I drop them. The problem is the desk legs and the chair legs that I'm sitting on. What do you think of bearing balisongs? Bearings must be implemented well, but I like them. If they are implemented well, such as the Talisong Z, the Zipper, Cycloid, and any other bearing balisong that I'm forgetting of that's really good, they're dope. Bearings are super sick. I wish the Talisong trainer was more functional. So do I. The Talisong trainer, hard to mess bearings up. I disagree. Bearings can be really grindy and shaky and really bad. Although bushings are similarly easy to mess up, so. Have you ever heard a song from Shotgun Willie? Nope. And with that name, I can imagine that I don't want to, gonna be honest. Yeah, the Talisong trainer, the blade physically hurt to flip. I didn't like it at all. I remember having actual pain in my hands from chaplaining and rollovers on it. Instagram seems to be recommending my shit again. I don't know why, but like I stopped getting like regular like notifications on Instagram for a while, kind of coinciding with the release of my latest clip. But Instagram seems to, maybe I was shadow banned and now I'm not. I don't know. But I seem to be getting actual views on my clips again, so that's cool. Not that the Instagram views really matter, but, you know, I do it very slow. Tighten up the circles. Tighten up the circles. The whole idea of a chaplain is that your arm is going in big circles, right? Like this. So the tighter those circles are without moving your elbow, the faster that you can go. But with some balisongs, you have to put more force into it because the balance, such as the Vulp, makes it so that if you go too fast, it'll fly off. How many chords do you know? I have not done any work on guitar since I've got to college, I'm going to be completely honest. Just like I haven't done any work on learning new tricks for balisongs or editing videos. It has been a very busy few weeks. Reels is crazy abusable. don't think... I mean, there are definitely some people that abuse Reels, but... See, this is what I mean. You say you do something, and then people skill check you because they think you're not good enough to actually represent that thing. But the... What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Reels. I think there are definitely some people that abuse Reels. I can think of a few egregious examples where there are public figures... Not public figures, but people with a lot of followers. How do I say it? Fishing for views from the balisong community and the wider general audiences on Instagram and TikTok. But I also think that uploading a reel fills a sort of scratch that I have to upload videos. Not in the same way that uploading a full YouTube video does, but it holds me over at least. Thoughts on flipping live blades? I love live blades. Live blades are awesome. I miss my live blade dearly. I think if you have negative thoughts on flipping live blades, aka you are a certain big YouTuber who judges people for flipping live blades, then you have a problem. You can personally not like them. I have no problem with that, of course. But if you want to judge other people for making a decision that you disagree with, that's your problem. How can I make my parents let me buy a cycloid if they think a squiddy is expensive? You don't. People always ask me, how do I change my parents' minds? You don't. Especially if you're young. Your parents make decisions that they make. Assuming your parents are... I guess I'm just gonna say normal, because I know that not everyone's relationship with their parents is great. But... assuming your parents care about you, then they're making decisions for your well-being, and there's really no way to convince them otherwise. Although the cycloid, just get some money and say that you'll buy it with your own money. Probably flip live blades if I had access, but having to sort out cuts seems like a bit of a hassle for something I want to just mess around with and enjoy personally. No, that's fine. That's fine, Jarhu. Like I said, I have no issue with someone who doesn't flip live blades for themselves. If you said I don't flip live blades because I don't want to cut myself, perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. But if I'm flipping a live blade and then you come in and say, why are you flipping that? That's dangerous. Blah, 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 blah. You shouldn't do that. That's where I get a problem. Yeah, it's just like people always come in here and like, how do I convince my parents to let me flip a live blade? You don't, dude. You're like 12 and they don't want you cutting yourself. That's a fair reaction from your parents. You can't convince them otherwise. Yeah, my parents think it's odd, but they let me spend my own money on stuff. Exactly. That's generally how it should be, unless you're being completely unreasonable with your spending, which I'm not one to talk, but I digress. Wow, imagine liking the Vulp. Couldn't be me, Brandon. I think this thing sucks. It got tapped like 2 days out of the box. Actually, no, it got tapped. It got tapped like 3 or 4 days out of the box, so it beat the Nautilus. Congratulations. I think if I wanted something with a blade, I'd rather have a normal blade than the butterfly one. I agree that having a balisong be your only knife is maybe not the most practical thing, because I do just like the control you have with a normal pocket knife. But assuming you do have a normal pocket knife, having a live blade is very cool. YouTube being dumb and refuses to get the warning on my main channel? Wait, I didn't even know you uploaded balisong stuff on your main channel. What up, Cameron? What up, Ryoji? What up, Procky? Just the extra maintenance and stuff on top of using them, it makes it seem more laborsome for me to enjoy personally. Exactly. For me personally is the key word there. That's the point I'm making. You cannot like live blades all you want, like I said. Totally fine. Not my problem. It's when you go down the balisong flipping route. Oh no, I said his name. That where you say that it is a objectively bad thing to do, and anyone who does it is stupid, and all this, that, and the other thing. That's shitty. When you make merch, we make your dinosaurs part of it. Probably won't make merch. Maybe we will. We'll see. But yeah, I can bet that I'd make a Dex shirt, a Marty shirt, and an Arctic shirt. Assuming I can get Arctic drawn. I need to commission an Arctic drawing. I keep forgetting. Yeah, YouTube and Twitch are on some shit right now. Both of them are going through extreme controversy from what I've seen in both communities. Tuning isn't great. I tried using the included Torx bit, came close to breaking without even cranking down the pivots. The bit came close to breaking? Oh boy. Oh no. When do you feel you could give the Vulp a rough BS score? I've been working on a massive document so that people can rate it. Is it a fixed score, or can I go back and change it? Because I could give it what I feel to be a pretty accurate score right now. My only issue is I don't know if I understand the BS score system enough for you. I mean, no, I understand it enough, but yeah, if it doesn't have to be fixed, you technically wouldn't be able to change it. Okay. You think the Vulp sucks? I don't know when I ever said that. Definitely not all the values would be a massive undertaking. It would be for the Vulp people who are confirmed to have spent a good amount flipping it. Oh, you did a breakdown of every single score for every single category. Interesting. Yeah, I can do that, Farbos. I think I could have a good score. I think durability is the one thing that I probably couldn't score accurately right now, even though my Vulp has eaten concrete. See right there. See the bottom of the handles aren't doing amazing. Although the camera doesn't focus, so I don't even know I'm trying. But I think I could give it a pretty accurate score within a week. I could do it now, but if you want it to be slightly more accurate, I could do it over the course of the next week. Is there a time you need it by? Farbos, YouTube, Marty and Dex. There is that. And there is that. There you go. Send it on Discord. Cool. Current room lighting, it looks like Arctic is photoshopped into the background of that webcam shot. Really? Maybe it's because the walls back there are changing color and Arctic really isn't, because Arctic is lit by this light right here. Although maybe she's lit by the window. I don't know. What are you doing right now? I'm talking to chat. I'm doing a live stream. Quality control generally affects tuning more so than durability. Having bad QC out of the box means you have to tune it yourself, which informs how easy it is to repair. Oh, that's also what I need to do. I need to give it a bit more durability testing, like drops and all that. And I need to take it apart, put it back together, and try and tune the bushings. But overall, I have my thoughts pretty much nailed down for this thing. Brandon, I will send you, I'm going to put together a whole list of my feedback because I know you wanted that, and I will send that to you hopefully sometime in the next week. I have trouble giving timelines because of everything that's going on, but I do have my thoughts mostly nailed down on the Vulp. And I'll start putting that together very soon. See this document. This form can only be viewed by users in the owner's organization. Brandon, when you share that, you have to change it to anyone that has the link can view it. Because right now it's private. What's your favorite balisong trick? Either the Z choker or the... Either the Z choker or the scissor. I like the scissor a lot. You see Ty's thoughts on the Vulp having tight machining being terrible to put back together? No, I haven't. I'm also going to take it apart and put it back together after I get food today, so I can properly judge that for myself. Because this thing was a nightmare to put back together. And with all due respect to Nabali's, do not believe that these two are really going to be, or this is going to be more difficult. Even though they are both technically Chinese made. I don't know. You already sent it to everyone? Yeah, Brandon, here, let me show you what happens when I click the link. This is what happens when I click the link. Yeah, the vast majority of bushing channel balisongs are always hard to reassemble. I think that's the thing. Ty only has experience taking apart, to my knowledge at least, the Arctic, and the Arctic is one of the greatest maintenance experiences that you can possibly have because sandwich is a godsend. I just subscribed. Thank you, Dooface. Appreciate it. Would you be willing to try out Prysma? I would be willing to try out Prysma, yes. Would I be willing to do a full review on it? Probably not, because I don't see how I am able to, I don't see how I'm able to make a review of lube. But I can definitely do something on Instagram, maybe? Or just talk about it on stream if you want. We can, shoot me a DM, Procky, we can deal with all that in DMs. Then again, the harder it is to put back together, the tighter the tolerances will be. Not exactly. I don't think that's a direct relationship between difficulty to put back together and tolerance. Because the Arctic is the easiest assembly process that you will have with bushings, and it has the single best tolerances on any balisong I've ever tried. So, you know, I don't think that's a proportional thing to rate. Also, Brandon, okay, I can use the document to submit my feedback, and you need it within the next couple of weeks. Oh, I can do it in the next couple of weeks for sure. Yeah, I got you, dude. Machining tolerances are great, but if it's just going to get tapped in a few days, might as well loosen up the machining a bit so people can tune them better. It does get tapped relatively quickly. I would love to know why. Does anyone have any experience? I'm going to do this eventually, but I can't do it now. Does anyone have experience sanding down the Vulp to minimum play? And then does it get tapped really quickly after that, or is it good after that? How's it held up, Disico? Okay, cool. Only been like a day. Keep me posted on that. What's your favorite balisong under $100? You're looking at it, dude. The Vulp. By far. If we had to go... If you say that the Vulp is cheating, which it shouldn't be because it is $60, then the Tay Flipper probably. These are my two picks under 100. The Tay Flipper is the one plastic balisong that I can flip and go back and forth between this and metal with no problems. Cycloid's good, don't get me wrong. I know I might be seen as the Cycloid shill since I was the first to review it, but it's too light for me. I can't reliably switch between metal and the Cycloid. Tay going full time is crazy. I want to see what he makes next. I have seen what he's making next. I have flipped what he's making next, and it is awesome. How's purple Prysma look in person versus pictures? The purple is a deep, rich, amazing purple that doesn't really come across on camera. Although right now, I will say the color looks very close to how it does in real. Oh, now it's kind of gone. It depends on what color my RGB lights are around my room. Right there. This is the purple that it is in real life. Yeah. Very close to it, at least, depending on your monitor. So much better than Squid Purple. Squid Purple's nice, it's just different. It's a bit more faded. Try the new link I sent? Sir, yes, sir. I can't show you the screen because I'm going to leak my email and I don't want to do that, but you need access. I'm going to request access. That purple is definitely coming through on camera. Yeah. So depending on the color, like my RGB, I have RGB lights right behind my desk right here. Once they turn like red and green, like right now, that purple comes through. Woo! The purple is genuinely incredible to behold for the first time. The flipping experience seems a little bit wonky from what people have been saying. What people say when they say that the flipping experience when people say that the Prysma is wonky, to me, I just hear that as I'm not used to blade bias. Because the Vortex was similarly wonky for me the first week that I had it, and then I got used to it, and now I love it. And the Prysma, I feel like, is the same for everyone else. Do you think there would be more purple Prysmas? He's dropping them this week, isn't he? Isn't that the next color he's doing? Would you suggest a Prysma? All day, every day. All day, every day. Besides this competes with the Antarctic for best balisong in like the 150 to 160 range. And in my personal opinion, I think it is the best in that range. Now you can check it. Okay, going. There we go. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Okay, Brandon, I see you. I have to tell you in a VC soon what a random person on Instagram said about Will and I at the end of the Prysma review. Absolutely bonkers. What? Brandon, this is a crazy document. This is very, very well made. Oh my god, you provided examples. Okay, I'm not going to show off the document just for the sake of not leaking anything that might, I don't know what's private. I respect Brandon. But basically, so it's like tuning. You have 1 abysmal, 2 awful, and then at the end of that example, he put examples of different balisongs. So for tuning, 5 is average. He gives you a description, and then he says example: Tay Flipper, Mako, Triton, Squid Trainer. That's awesome. Tuning, 8, great. Example: Glider Arctic, Squid Nautilus V2. 10, amazing. Example: NRB Koenig. Wow. You have any suggestions for having a good channel? That's like asking if I have any suggestions for being a good person. There's so many things I could say there. Put time and effort into your videos. Show that you care and you're not just doing it for views, and actually care. If you don't have a passion to make videos, then no one's going to have a passion for watching your videos. No, you did a great job, Brandon. Because even if they don't all have them, I can imagine. Literally breaks if you look at it wrong. I'm going to give the Vulp a 1 in durability, I think. Touching it makes you bleed. Yeah, that's also going to be a Vulp thing. Live Blade Prysma. I can actually explain that if Brandon doesn't want to type it all out. Machine-wise was going to do a red drop of the Marin Light at Blade Show. Or for Blade Show or something like that. So they were going to be red Marin Lights, but unfortunately the anodization shop that he sent the final batch of Marin Light handles that were ever going to be released to fucked everything up, and the tolerances got screwed over, and he had to scrap the entire run. So instead, he made a bunch of red Prysma handles and put the Marin Light blades on the Prysma handles and sold that as a batch of like 30, I believe. I explained the story of it in the Prysma review, actually. Yeah, he also does that. But yeah, live blade Prysmas do exist out there. Other people do have them, and it's because the final drop of the Marin Light got so fucked up that he physically couldn't release them. So thanks to that anodization shop for ruining everyone's chance of getting one final Marin Light. Checking it right now, Farbos. Oh, you bitch, Farbos. You're doing... Okay. These are amazing. I had this exact idea. This is Farbos's idea for a merch shirt, and this is exactly what I wanted to do. I think these are sick, and I would wear this. I would genuinely wear this out and about. Give me a 1 in chat if you would buy these. These are awesome. This is exactly the idea that I had, Farbos. I think I mentioned it to someone that I wanted little pocket shirts. I also want to do a... just imagine this. That's a lot of ones. That's a lot of ones. One most likely depending on the price. I can tell you for certain that they would be priced as fairly as I possibly could make them. If it took me, if I spent $10 a shirt, I would sell them for $15. Maybe less. It all depends. I don't know how merch stuff like that works though, so I can't tell you that for certain. But it is certainly not going to be a case of me selling these for $50 so that I get a fucking giant cut. I want people to wear my merch. I don't need the money. Also, Farbos, another idea that I had was basically to do this, but to put an Arctic in the pocket. So put the... Yeah, I would do an Arctic gray shirt once I commissioned a drawing of her. But I also want to do one where there's a little green Arctic sticking out of the pocket. Jimping or not would be deal breaker on those shirts. So true. Thank you for being my guinea pig. Anytime, Brandon. Thank you. Once you get Arctic drawn up, I can make that. That would work. I have, oh god, that is not something I want to do on stream. Not that I'm fucking hiding anything, but I don't even know what's on this laptop anymore. I've not used it in months. I have an Arctic drawn up, but not like Arctic. Have you asked Will about merch? Yes, actually, that's something we discussed at Blade Show. We discussed the idea of using what Will used to do, Teespring. But the problem with Teespring is that I don't think I would be able to do this, because I don't know if Teespring gives you the pocket shirts. Unless I made a design where it was just a drawn-on pocket. That could work. But if you want that to be a functional pocket, I don't think I could use Teespring to do that. My chest is so sore, dude. Ugh. I think it was a run of 20 or 30 for the Live Blade Prysma. If you got a side-to-side mock-up of your green Arctic and your Nem, we could put them together in a pocket. That would leave green to be the main color, but you get the splash of extra color from your Nem. That'd be really cool. Who drew the Arctic, Jax, and Marty again? The Arctic balisong, I assume you mean. That was a wonderful person by the name of Paintings by Yali on Instagram. This is the person that drew my logo, Ty's logo, Ty's other channel's logo. This, I don't know what Ty used this for, actually. I think she also drew the Kraken Club logo, if I'm not mistaken. I could be completely wrong on that. But yeah, go get a commission from her. She's awesome. I will be doing it very soon to get Arctic drawn up in the similar style to the guys at the bottom of my screen. And I'll probably get a commission done of the Nemesis, because I have the Arctic, I have the Nemesis. Those are really the two main ones that I'm like known for. I could commission the Damascus Kraken, but I feel like that would be a pain in the ass to draw. Isn't that Ty's girlfriend? Yeah, that's Ty's girlfriend. But I'm not just shilling her because it's the girlfriend of my best friend. Genuinely very good work. Genuinely. I mean, just look at my fucking logo. My fucking logo. I still look at this and get fucking, like, excited. It's so cool. It's so cool. Haunted Toadstool also does great commissions? Yes, Haunted Toadstool also. Also, hello again, Splix. Yeah, it's just a Marin Light blade on Prysma handles, because all of Machine Wise's stuff is cross-compatible. I don't know why it took me so long to think of that. I am hungry. I need to go eat. Yeah, the fucking pocket shirt would be so cool. Cooking stream? I'm not going to cook. I'm gonna head over to campus and get some food there. We have a really nice, like, Chipotle style place on campus that makes some amazing burritos, and I'm probably gonna go get one of those. Oh. You're in no way required to leave your information. Interesting. How much would Barb charge for commission? I don't know that off the top of my head. I don't even know if she has prices. Oh yeah. $15 to $25 for a logo or a simple design. So these guys probably be like 15. 15 to 25 depending on complexity. You can see this post right here. I would assume that something like this logo would be 25, but something like the two drawings of Marty and Dex would be like 15. I don't know. You'll have to DM her and talk to her. But yeah. She'll send you a sketch, you pay her 10 bucks, she does the rest of the work, and then you pay her the rest of the money. I think that's how it works, at least. Again, DM her if you're interested. What do you study at college? I study computer science. I study the inner workings of the computer. And I wish I didn't. No, it's interesting. It's just all coding right now. All the classes where you actually learn interesting stuff about PCs isn't until like my 3rd or 4th year, so I'm just trying to get through the intro classes before it gets actually interesting. Which language do you code in? It depends on the class. The first comp sci class I took was Python, the second one I took was Java, and now the one I'm currently taking is C. So. I hate programming, I'm gonna say that. I'm taking comp sci for the other stuff you can do, like artificial intelligence and all that stuff. Or maybe I'll change my major because coding fucking sucks. I'm so bad at it. I think I'm taking Java first. Oh, Java. Java's not the worst. I can tell that C is going to be the worst, but Python's really easy. Java's kind of a middle ground. Everyone who loves programming hates programming. No, I just genuinely dislike programming. Like, it is not... So, comp sci, everyone always tells me, like, oh, that's all comp sci is programming. I'm not really getting the degree to program. I'm getting the degree to have the degree, you know? So that I have a basic understanding of computers and I can go work somewhere where they need an understanding of computers. Not to do software development and shit like that. So, like, I genuinely dislike coding, and it's not even like a, oh, I hate Valorant, but I keep playing Valorant. It's like, no. If I have to do coding for the rest of my life, what up, Boff? Can you show the vault? I can indeed. There she is, in all her wonderful glory. This thing is beautiful. Oh, Brandon, I don't think I ever told you. I got the first feedback from someone outside of me on the vault. I took it out of my bag the day I got it, and I showed it to my friend, who has a squiddy, and has also flipped things like my Arctic, and the balisongs that I had last year before, like the Cycloid, the Vortex, the Arctic, all that. So I took this out of my bag and showed it to him, and he goes, yo, this has to be my favorite one you've ever shown. Oh my god, this thing's so sick. Like, unironically. He didn't know what it was, because I hadn't mentioned it to him. And seeing how much that he liked it, I was like, how much do you think that is? How much do you think that cost me? He was like, dude, this is the best one you've shown me. I love it. It has to be like 200, 250, easy. I was like, oh shit, dude. So there you go. The Vulp is approved by my college friends. Yeah, he was like, dude, this thing's so cool. So I might have a potential customer, or maybe I'll buy a third one. Who knows? Who knows? Well, buy a second one, get a third one. Pedantics, whatever. Vulp, Falcon, or Alien? Oh my god, the Vulp is better than the Falcon and the Alien combined. Just easily every day of the fucking week. The Alien has shit ergonomics, and I don't really like how the Falcon flips. You and Ty go to the same college? I do. No, we went to the same school for elementary, middle, and high school. Ty is not pursuing a college degree. And also lives like 13 states away. Now he does. The Alien is goofy. The ergonomics on the Alien are not good. Because halfway up the handles, it goes from thick handle to thin handle. When you fan, you're holding two different widths, and it just feels terrible. And the Falcon is just a sharp, not well-machined mess. I mean, granted, the Vulp is also kind of sharp, but that's another discussion. Brandon, can I ask you don't have to answer it if you don't want. I don't know. I don't even know why I started with that. Do you know what blade steel this is made out of? You're planning on getting past a bachelor's degree? So my initial plan, my college offers something called a BSMS program, where you can pursue a bachelor's degree and a master's degree for the same, like at the same time. So it's basically an accelerated program where you graduate in like 5 years and you get a bachelor's and a master's degree. I was originally going to do that, but I'm not sure my grades are going to be as stellar as they need to be for me to qualify for that, and I also don't know if I'm going to be able to afford to do that. Oh, don't tell me it's listed on the Amazon page and I'm just an idiot who doesn't have eyes. Well, even if it was, I guess we can't really get to the Amazon page right now, can we? Yeah. Oh, I guess I could go to my orders and click on Farbos's Vault. There we go. Does it say it on the Amazon page and I'm just a big stupid idiot? Oh, the Vulp has reviews. 420C. 420C. That's better than some of Squid's knives, is it not? Or is it the same? It might be the same. Hold on, let me go to like the Kraken trainer. Kraken trainer. 410 stainless. Is 420 better than 410? Is that how steel works? Am I stupid? What about like the Nautilus? The Nautilus is the same, right? Hey yo, orange Nautilus, let's go. Green Nautilus? The green Nautilus is back? Why does it look so bad? Why does it look photoshopped? No, the Naut is 410 too. Apparently 420 is better than 410. That's pretty cool. So your blade is gonna hold up better than a Nautilus. Different material properties that make some steels excel in some areas. Gotcha. Equally do worse in other traits as a trade-off. What's your cheapest and most expensive balisong that you own and have? So the cheapest balisong that I own is my shitty Amazon balisong, but I don't have that with me. The cheapest balisong currently in my possession is the Vulp, and the most expensive I have currently in my possession is the Nemesis V2. I can't confirm if it's heat treated or not. Okay. These are my cheapest, most expensive. My actual most expensive is my Damascus Kraken, but I don't have that here. So. Nemesis or Vortex? Have you ever flipped the Vortex? I own a Vortex, it's just at home. I have a full review on the Vortex 1.5. If you would like to watch that, go check out my YouTube channel, which is where you're watching this, so that's pretty cool. It'd be pretty easy to go check that out. Maybe subscribe while you're at it. Ayo, check the link in the description for I'm done shit. I like the Nemesis better just because it's titanium and feels better in the hand, and I think has a slightly better balance and sounds better and is just overall better. Already subbed, that's how I got to your stream. You the real one. You the real one. But yeah, the Nemesis is better. Which is fair, considering it is twice the price of the Vortex. Would it be crazy? I'm just looking at this BS score document and like thinking about what scores like tentatively I'm going to give it. Would it be crazy to put the Morse above something? Not the Morse. Would it be crazy to put the Vulp above something like a Squid Trainer? Or a Chab or a Fly Tie Lucha? I don't think that's terribly crazy. What lube do you use? I use a I need to move this fucking tape flipper. I use a wonderful concoction by the name of Canto Nice Oil. I do also need to try out Carbon Honey though, because I hear very, very many good things about that. I don't think it'd be crazy. I don't think it'd be crazy either. It's just so it's tough because this category I'm looking at has the Squid Trainer, the Glider Arctic, the Chab, and the Fly Tie Lucha. I think the Vulp flips better than a Squid Trainer, a Chab, and a Lucha, but not an Arctic. God, it flips way better than a Lucha. I hate the Flytanium Lucha. Can I say that? Are you guys gonna kill me for that? I feel like I'm gonna get destroyed by saying that, but I do not like the Fly Tie Lucha. The aluminum one specifically. Let a little more light in here, why don't we? Would you say it's better than a Mako or Triton? Oh, the Vulp? Absolutely. I would put it above a Mako or a Triton, yeah. I don't know if I'd put it above an Arctic. I guess the real question is, does it flip as well as a Prysma or an Antarctic? I'm not sure. Does it flip as well as a Prysma or an Antarctic? What up, Flip Off? How you doing? I'm pretty good. Yeah, that's a tough one. Have a good one, dude. I am... It's going to be tougher to rate the Vulp than I thought it was going to be. Have you gotten any problems with the hardware in the Vulp? I think my screws are starting to strip. But other than that, there hasn't really been anything too bad. Alright, Dapper, see you, dude. I have 20 plus holes to remove my proto parts now that I have them. Oh, you have your proto parts. Ooh. That is exciting. That's very exciting. Okay. I'm calling it. Farbos isn't here. You want to bet? I just closed Spotify like an idiot. Farbos, you never disappoint. You never disappoint. Yes or no to the Vulp? I give the Vulp a resounding yes. The Vulp is really good. I give it a resounding, probably the best balisong to start with, easily, no questions asked. Hope mine comes soon. Live in Norway. Ordered from Ali. It should come. Actually, I don't want to say that. Yeah, AliExpress shipping. There's a reason I don't order from AliExpress, and the shipping is basically the main reason. General consensus seems to be for the price, it's incredible. Oh, for the price. You could put this thing at... I genuinely believe you could sell this for $110 and people would still love it. I think it is the best balisong under $120. And the only reason I say that is because things like the Arctic and the Vortex are above $120. But it's genuinely incredible. Haven't seen any. It's honestly been great to see the feedback on the Vulp. Haven't seen anyone saying it's the best thing ever, which it definitely could be. Yeah, it's not the best thing ever. It is the best starting balisong, bar none. But if I had to pick one balisong to flip for the rest of my life, I'm reaching for like my Nemesis rather than the Vulp. Although the Vulp is... Yeah, it's genuine. Oh no, sorry. I'm reaching for my Damascus Kraken. Duh. But yeah, it's really good. Having a flipping experience this good at the price range that you guys have it at is just genuinely incredible to see. Your arrow took 6 months? Oh god. Yeah, I never ever ever order anything off AliExpress, and I don't think I ever will. Yeah, goddamn. The Nemesis is just so good. Kinda want to delay my review of the Nemesis because I like it more each time I flip it, especially comparing it to other balisongs. At this point, every balisong I buy is just making me, is just validating me on the fact that I like the Nemesis even more. Farvos, how do you feel about the Vulp so far? Actually, I mean, you kind of told us earlier. Okay. That damn Nemesis looks so good. I can make it look better. This is the dirty Nemesis. Like, I could freshly lube... Actually... No, yeah, I could freshly lube it. And I could take a little bit of a damp cloth to it and make it look a lot better. But holy shit. I love this thing so much. I love it so much. I've dropped it once. So far, play has not increased. No tap still. Love to hear it. I spent 2 hours last night trying to recreate the luck on the ladders. I've gotten close, but not full yet. Gotcha. If you did that, I would go to heaven. I'm not gonna do it right now. But what I can do is I can show you a pretty cool picture I have of it when it did look super good. What up, Toby? How you doing? Here's a picture from when it looked really, really nice. You can really see the purple and the gold in the handles and the pink. Love from Barbados. Yo, love back to Barbados. That's awesome. Spent 5 minutes removing pieces of copper out of my thumb. Removing pieces of copper out of your thumb. Maybe, what did you do to that penny? Okay, chiefs and chiefettes. Actually, who am I kidding? There's no chiefettes here. I shot some BBs and shrapnel hit me back. Ooh. Stay safe out there. I'm gonna head out. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go get some food. Be on the lookout in the next few weeks. I keep calling them my college friends, but my friends want to appear on the stream at some point. So I'm thinking about getting a group together and doing that, especially since this microphone is so sensitive to anything in the background. I'm a chiefette. Chiefs and chiefettes. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna head out. Go get some food. Maybe record a few Blade Bias videos. Oh, actually, no. Let's talk about that. Blade Bias. Blade Bias going kind of crazy lately. I'm not going to lie. There is something like daily uploads legitimately work. This week where we uploaded daily videos, we got more subscribers than we have in any other week of Blade Bias. And also this video inexplicably jumped up to one of our most viewed. In fact, I think it might be the most viewed. No, the Prysma unboxing is 1.6, but inexplicably this video, which I don't even think it performed very well when I first uploaded, jumped up to 1 point. So that's cool. Go check out Blade Bias, link in the description. I'm gonna record a few of those videos, maybe work with Ty to get some daily uploads going, but all that said, thank you all for watching. I will be streaming again in the near future, once a week as we said. Yeah, at least once a week. But yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Peace. Happy flipping out there, chiefs and chiefettes. Barbos, you have fun with that Vulp.